Welcome to episode 22 of the Monday Mindset. Man, we are excited about kicking this one off again. So, Brandon, we are right here at the beginning of a new season where focus, man, is all about celebrating the day, making the most of it. Let's celebrate it, man. So, we had last week, we talked about choosing our attitude. Man, how important that is in making the most of our day. Our attitudes can either make or break it, and we get to make that choice. Yeah. And man, so we're going to keep on diving into it. The Monday Mindset is a conversation that offers reflection, encouragement, and next steps to kickstart your week. And joined with me, as always, Brandon Sparks.
Hey,
the man.
Ready to go.
Pumped up, dude. Got a new setup still. Loving it.
Hey, you know what? I love your attitude today.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Purifier, baby. Be a purifier. Don't be a polluter.
That's right.
If you haven't checked out our last episode, definitely check it out as we're diving into this new series. And man, looking forward to it. So, Brandon, we're going to start off in a fun way. What's a day in the life of Brandon Sparks look like?
Okay.
Side note, I want to film one of these videos so bad. You know what I mean? I love those.
I did
love them.
I did one. We had talked about it before.
Yeah, you did it for youth, didn't you?
Yeah, and then guess what? The film corrupted.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You even did like the filming at night and then the filming in the day and like had your
waking
clothes.
Up, did breakfast, it was unbelievable.
I would love to film that. Mason, maybe we can make that happen.
Yeah.
A day in the life videos. That'd be fun.
That's right. That'd
be fun.
But so a day in the life for me, I wake up at around 6:15, and as my wife Abby is about to leave for work, and we give our dog Bruiser a shot. He has diabetes.
Diabetic dog.
I know, heartbreaking. So give him a shot. Usually let him out again and walk her out to her car, and then go back in.
You walk her out every morning?
Yeah.
Nice.
Walk her out.
What a gentleman.
You know, nice guy.
Yeah.
Gotta do what I gotta do.
That's pretty solid, man.
But walk her out and then go back in. I do sleep a little bit more if I'm tired.
Okay.
If I'm tired. If not, I'll usually get up, make a little breakfast, things like that. But usually I will lay back down. I won't say usually, actually, because I usually go look and see if there's cards as well. I will say that.
You make a trip to Walmart.
I'm into sports cards, so I'm up and I'm ready to go. But that's funny. It really did get me up. It started getting me up early. But go back in, make some breakfast, or go to Walmart, and then kind of kick off my day. On Mondays, I kind of do a little sermon prep. Tuesdays, I finish up like finalizing the sermon before preaching it.
Yeah.
The rest of the days I look for cards. But no. And then after that, head on into the office, do some filming for youth, Youth Online, watch parties. Hey, check it out at Better Life Youth on Facebook. Look up Better Life Youth on YouTube. Shameless plug right there. But then from there, do a lot of filming. A lot of meetings. Monday, like they call them meeting Mondays. So a lot of meetings, a lot of filming, but a lot of fun in between and throughout the day. But then once work, go home, kind of unplug, watch a little bit of YouTube, whether it's a Disney vlog or basketball. Man, I've been watching street ball stuff. I love it. Yeah. Love it. Watching that, fishing videos. Really, I'm like, why do I have TV? Like, why do I have like cable? Like, I don't understand.
Game changer, right? It's like, what a transition.
Yeah. So YouTube is everything. It's even above Netflix for me right now. Like, I watch it all the time.
I believe it, man.
But then Abby gets home, feed the dog, give him another shot.
Yeah.
And then
little fur babies.
Yeah. And then we make dinner. Kind of chill out, and then late at night, I kind of we've set a new plan in place where we spend alone time in the Bible. And, so that's kind of how we end the night.
Nice.
And so it's really nice.
Pretty solid. What time you normally go to bed?
It differs. Usually, here recently it's been before midnight, so that's good.
Gotcha.
Before it was
Good
not,
Lord, man.
but. At least before midnight.
What is that life?
But I
no idea. I see. I can give you like the complete opposite almost. No,
I
do like the I like the morning wake up. I try my best to be up by 6. Doesn't always happen. Didn't happen this morning. Had a wild night with the boys, but normally try to get up by 6.
Hang on. Let's specify that. Wild night with the boys. What do you mean? Had a wild night with the boys.
Just going out to Walmart hunting for cards. That's it, man.
Unbelievable.
Wild night with the boys. That would be me going to Cookout and grabbing dollar milkshakes. That'd be my wild night. Dude, and Taco Bell. That would be it. Dollar shakes and Taco Bell.
I haven't had Taco Bell in so long.
Well, you've been missing out. It's still incredible. It's incredible. Lord help us all.
That's funny. That just got me.
Wild night with the boys, yeah. With the babies.
That's right.
Asher and August. Normally that dictates the morning.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy thing too. I'll set my alarm, man, for 5:30. 5:45, somewhere around there. And the reason I do that, I try to get up before everybody else gets up. It's like sacred time once you become a dad. That morning, because nobody else gets up. But here's what happens, man. I've had to watch myself. You talk about bad attitude. Like 3 mornings in a row last week, I'm getting up out of bed, literally about to put my feet on the floor. Augie, my youngest son, starts crying. One morning, it was so bad. I looked at Emily. I said, I'm not dealing with it. He can sit there and cry. Worst morning we've had in months. Emily got hot. I got mad. It was a nightmare.
It went from Augie crying to you crying.
Yeah, essentially. It's about right. But normally, I try to get up, do some reading, some quiet time, maybe even a workout if I got time. And definitely fix some coffee. Right now, I've been straight Chemexing it. My bun, the coffee pot, just got thrown off the counter by Augie, and it shattered, literally shattered. And so I've been Chemexing it. It's been all right. It's not bad.
I'm an espresso guy.
Dude, I know. Don't even try to come in here with your Nespresso stuff. Don't leave that to the side, man. Everybody's jealous.
For me as I'm getting ready.
I know. It's incredible. But then, normally leave by 7, head to work. And it just depends on the day. Man, it's a fun time at work. Sometimes it's a grind. Sometimes it's a little bit mentally challenging.
Yeah.
But then, 4 o'clock, man, head home. Try to get home as soon as I can. And hopefully this time of the year, man, it's all about playing outside.
There you go.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Play outside, cook some food for a little bit. Normally take care of that. By 8 o'clock, I am praying to God above to please let Augie go to sleep, so that I can have a little bit of quiet time.
There you go.
In the evenings, me and Emily. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What I've been YouTube, me and Augie will sit and watch YouTube though. Try to rock him a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I got some I'm into triathlons and triathletes.
Okay, yeah.
So there's a couple I follow there. I love that, man. It's a lot of fun.
Do they like vlog it?
Yeah, they vlog it. They vlog their life and their training. I don't know, man. It's
pretty
weird.
Cool.
It's weird. Vlogging is the weirdest thing. It's like just grabs you, man.
It really does.
And you're like, oh, I wonder what's going on in their life now. Oh, it's weird. Yeah, we have Hulu. We have a Hulu subscription. I haven't used Hulu, man, months.
Same.
All YouTube.
Same.
Crazy.
What are we doing wasting our money?
Disney Plus sometimes. But anyways, yeah, hopefully by 9 o'clock, from 9 to 10:30, 9 to 11, that is me and Emily time, reading time, connecting time, hanging out time, 80% of the time. Sometimes a little toddler comes and ruins it all. But I'm not bitter. Don't have a bad attitude about it. I'm just hopeful and praying. I'm praying already, man, for that 9 to 10:30 that we have some time just to connect. You'll understand one day.
Yeah.
Them little fur babies or something, but some real babies.
And they wake me up.
Game changer.
Where Bruiser's a diabetic, he wakes me up through the night, like having to go out, and I'm like, oh my
That's
gosh,
hilarious.
it's unbelievable.
Oh, man. So, buddy, we got our lives kind of playing out. That's kind of a normal day. I think there's cool parts we can kind of connect a little bit more with that. But there's a couple of facts. There's a couple of facts about our days, a couple of facts about our lives, man. Each day, it only has 24 hours. That is it, man. No more, no less. Does that give you anxiety?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the crazy. You got to sleep. You have to sleep. That's the wildest thing to me. You have to sleep. People for years have been trying to figure out ways to go throughout their days with less and less sleep. Heard one, it was like a 2 hours on, 2 hours off rule. 4 hours on, 2 hours off. 4 hours they'd work, 2 hours they'd sleep. 4 hours they'd work, 2 hours they'd sleep. They just do that all the way throughout the day. Think about that.
That's wild.
It is.
I could not do that.
No. And sometimes it'd be even less than that. Or say maybe you 2 hours of work, 30 minutes of sleep, something like that. Weird stuff, man.
Yeah.
Only got 24 hours. What kind of anxiety does it bring you?
Man, I just feel like I can't get everything done in a day. I'm a people pleaser too. So for me, like a lot of stuff may happen in one day, and I feel like I'm constantly going. And then I don't take care of the rest. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to have to pump through this one night.
Definitely with you.
This night. And then it just continues to happen. Because, man, there's going to be things every single day that you're asked to do and so on and so forth. So really something I'm focusing on is really giving like a best yes. And, man, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's really, really tough.
Oh, it's tough. It's really tough. And that really does bring us to our next great fact of life, dude. We cannot do everything. And we don't want to do nothing. So there's a balance there. We can't do everything. So I think we're in the same boat, man. Try to fill up that day as much as possible. But then it's funny also on the flip side. We like our me time. We like our YouTube. We like our relaxing. Yeah. We like time, with our wives. But we don't really want it to just be nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. We want to have more than just work a part of our lives. Mm-hmm. And we want to have more of a part of our lives than just sitting and watching YouTube for 24 hours.
For sure.
But yeah, man, we can't do everything. That's a tough fact.
That is tough. Because it's like, oh man, I feel like I should be Superman. And do it all. And it's funny.
And experience it all.
Yeah.
Think about that.
FOMO, fear of missing out, man. Got it, man. Oh, I want to do everything all the time. Oh, they're going here. Let's go here.
Yes.
Oh, they're doing this. Let's do this weekend. When in reality, I just need to rest, slow down a little bit. Yeah. Take that time out. But yeah, for sure.
Dude, me and Emily, we've noticed it's been connections. In like a role, in ministry, it's like you have people come in on Sundays and you're like, oh, we got to connect with them, or we got to meet them, or we want to sit down and hang out with them. And we're trying to do that with everybody that comes to church. Yeah. Not that saying it's bad, but it's just like you could fill up every single night connecting with other people and just feel depleted, man. So we fought that even, but you can't do everything. Can't do everything, and then we don't want to do nothing. Our life, man, I believe it's so much more than just sitting around vegging out on Netflix and just watching a bunch of YouTube or playing video games. I miss video games. Can I confess that? I miss them.
I miss them too. I got rid
so much.
I don't know what I was
so
saying.
Much.
I got rid of my PS4, sold it.
I know.
It was like the pandemic was going on.
I know. You could have been just tearing it up, man.
And
anyway, hey.
Right before quarantine, it was gone. Then quarantine, and I was like, what am I doing?
Hey, I miss it though, but probably still been better though. Probably. Probably that time frame probably been like, from 11 to 1, I just play video games.
Oh, that's weak.
Or whatever. You told me about the day you all stayed up until it was just sunrise.
It was like, it's getting light outside. What's going on? I don't know. You want to take a walk down the street?
It's
literally walk down the street.
All night, man. That's crazy. And so I kind of asked, are you a yes man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes to that. Yes, I am.
Yes. Man, I feel like I'm in the same boat too. Sometimes it's hard to just say no. Yeah. It's extremely hard to say no. You got a lot of things.
It's hard to say no. I say yeah to it. That's how much of a yes am I? It's hard to say no. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I'm a yes man. A lot of things. Sometimes though, I don't know. Sometimes like I'll say no and I'll feel guilty. Like I'll have that go too. I'll say, no, I can't make it, or no, I don't want to go. Yeah. But then I feel guilty because you have these other expectations.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that you're a yes man because I've asked you to come over multiple times. You said no.
Here is why. So we already know why.
It's all right. I'm going to pray about it. I'm not bitter.
You need some real babies in your life.
Yeah.
And then you know what we'll do? Little Sparks is hang out with the little Rabrons.
Hey.
Be incredible. That's it, man. That's it. Yeah. You called me out there, man.
No,
you're right.
All good, man.
You're right.
No, you came over.
Yeah.
You came over.
We need to do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the game we played. Murder Mystery.
Oh, man. I forgot we played
that. I thought that was fun. I thought that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one. All right. Here's another great fact of life. Your time is priceless. Time is priceless. Got a quote for you.
All right.
Guard your spare moments. They're like uncut diamonds. Discard them and their value will never be known. Improve them and they will become the brightest gems in a useful life. You ever heard the saying, man, I'm just killing time?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Think about that. And I'm not like saying that we should be going just, 100 miles per hour all throughout the day. But what I am saying is that there's probably things that we're doing in our life that are taken away from the other things that we probably would really like to be doing or investing in or making a difference in, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
But I love that. Like, improve them and they will become the brightest gems in a useful life. So it's like how you spend some of the spare moments, those quiet times in your life.
Yeah.
Do they shape us or they can shape us?
Yeah, for sure.
How do you spend those spare moments?
For me, I've been more intentional about filling myself up. Before I was, I'm just gonna take time, and it really became a kill time. Kind of, I'm glad you used that because for me, it really became that it was like I'm just gonna take time for myself, and I was doing things that weren't energizing me at all.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to, and it's okay. Like I get it. Like I do take moments to just slow down and breathe and so on and so forth. But one of the shifts that I've made is really taking that time and pouring into myself, whether that is just sitting down on the couch and watching something that I enjoy that gives me energy,
Right.
or just going for a walk, like taking time out of my day, scheduling it that, hey, I'm just going to go for a walk. And man, it does something, speaking about mindset, it does something for your mind, just getting healthier, releasing that serotonin and just so on and so forth, that it's like, oh man, it gives you a little bit of energy and you're ready to go. And so I try to fill up those spaces with things that are going to fill me up, and give like help my other time become better, if that makes sense.
What would be an example of you not spending those spare moments? Like, what would be the negative ways that you would spend that time?
I think something that I still do, but I just did it more often, was I would sit there and kind of complain about the things that I had to do.
Gotcha.
Like I would kind of drown out any positivity, and I would really let everything go.
Yeah.
Whether it was just me or not, like I would sit there, the dogs would frustrate me, everything. And it goes back to your attitude, which we talked about last week. But it was one of those things where I was doing stuff that wasn't helping me at all. And it was really tearing me down to where whenever I had to get it done, I was mad while getting it done.
Yeah.
I was doing those things that it just wasn't healthy. And that's why for me, that was really killing my time, because I think that a lot of times we use that, I'm just killing time whenever we're just chilling there. And I wouldn't say that that's the time that you're actually just killing your time. I think that's a phrase. I was literally killing my time by speaking negative thoughts and emotions over it. That the time that I did have, I was killing it.
Yeah.
And so
I got you.
That's really what happened for me.
Absolutely. That's so good. I love, I love getting outside, playing, being with the boys, being with the family. Sometimes what I will not do, this is like I'll have Asher and Augie, they'll be playing in the floor, man. And that's just, I'll have spare moments, I'll have time, but I'll just choose to grab my phone, or I'll choose to clean, or I'll choose to just do something busy. And it's like, dude, just play. You know what I mean? Just be okay with that. Just sitting and playing. I think I struggle with that. But man, since we cannot change time, what do we have control over? And this is the big word. This is the big point for this week. And that's our priorities. How we approach the time that is given to us. And so we're going to get into our next steps for this week. And I want to ask you 3 questions to kind of help you identify maybe what your priorities are in your life. And the first question is, what is required of me? Now, me and you, man, we're both working men. We have to show up to work. We have to get a job done. So we know that those requirements will not change. You got little fur babies. I got some little Rayburns. And man, you know that that's a priority. That requires time, energy from us. So man, we understand that. But maybe just think through, there are things that are required of us that probably right now you just don't have any control over. So think through that. But then you start looking at, what gives me the greatest return?
Yeah.
What gives me the greatest return? And probably what this one's questioning is that we are investing time into things that we aren't getting anything in return out of. Does something ring a bell for you there?
I would, And there's been a lot. I would say, um, with what you were talking about with social media being on your phone.
Yeah.
I was investing, which I know we've talked about this before, and I've done better about it. But even not that social media is always bad, but it
No.
was being used um, not for positive reasons. And so whenever it wasn't for good, then I saw it as,
Yeah.
man, it really was bad because it became a comparison trap. It became a place where I was like, man, I wish I had this, this, this. And it was really,
Yeah.
really bad, very unhealthy for me. And I was spending more time doing that than
Yeah.
filling myself up or taking social media and using it as a platform for ministry and just what God was doing or just something that was positive. So for
Yeah.
me, that was one of the biggest
Yeah.
things for me that I was getting zero return before in comparison to now to where it's like, man, I really shifted my feed a lot. Like I had to unfollow some people. I had to
Yeah.
clean it up and really look at that return. And one of the things for me with the greatest return was I had to become a little bit selfish. Where I was a yes man.
Yeah.
I had to be like,
Yeah.
you know what? It's okay for me to be selfish. It's not wrong for me to be selfish and really prioritizing even myself and my health because I couldn't love people. I couldn't talking about
Right.
I couldn't
No, I
love
got you.
people if I wasn't healthy and running and
I got you.
on a full gas
Absolutely.
tank of gas. And
Yeah.
I was just running on E all the time to where if you run on E for too long, you break down.
Yeah.
And I
Dude,
didn't
I'm
want
right
to.
there with you.
So that was one thing for me.
You know, you kind of heard me talk about, we've been trying to keep Saturday night through Sunday kind of our Sabbath time or time with family. I mean, we've had to fight for that here a lot recently, but even my family kind of knows now, even like Sunday dinners after church, we just probably aren't making it. And so we don't even get invited a lot of times anymore. Now we have to be careful about some of those things, but a lot of times it's like, listen, we got to have a little bit of a break here.
Yeah.
This is sacred time, family time. So we've kind of had to say no. And then I love this last question. So we got, the first question, what is required of me? What gives me the greatest return? And then I love this one, what gives me the greatest reward? And this is like personal satisfaction, a personal connection that you can start to prioritize how you use your day. And I love this that like, man, we talk about like taking walks or just playing outside or fishing. Like fishing would be a great, making time for fishing, making time for exercise, making time even just to go hustle some cards, man.
Yeah.
All that's okay, right?
Yeah.
But it's about trying to find, okay, you know what? I value this. This is a lot of fun. This brings me enjoyment. This brings me happiness. I'm going to make it a priority in my life. And what happens if we don't make those things a priority, our hobbies, the things that bring us joy, our happiness, even family, dude, something else will take that time.
For sure.
Something else will take over that priority in our lives if we aren't careful.
Yeah, for sure. And that was something that I had to evaluate within myself was I literally had to write down what have I done today that I've loved.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I had to ask myself, what have I loved today?
Yeah.
And so whenever I did that, I was taking time even on Fridays that we have off and Saturdays, I was taking that time to play golf and be in golf scrambles because I noticed that whenever I would come home, and I was a better husband.
Yeah,
like honestly,
absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
like I had time with my family, and the time that was with my family, man, I was energized and ready to go, and I was healthy. But it was something that I loved, and it was something that really energized me. So that was one of the things where, in my mind, I had to go, man, what have I done today that I love? For instance, and I know it's crazy, but with talking about anxiety and the day giving you anxiety because there's so much to do and I have to get it done and there's only 24 hours in the day, there's no way I can do it. I had to sit down and make time for the Disney vlogs, like legit. Like during wintertime, I was like, man, I'm just gonna watch one. I'm just gonna take time.
That's okay.
Watch one. And man, I love that. And that I would literally write down in my journal because I had a section for what have you done today that you love. I would write that down. Yeah. And what I began to notice was on those days, my days were better. Yeah. My time was spent better. Yeah. But on the days where, and there's going to be days where, man, you just kind of have to grind through it. Yeah. There are. It's
absolutely.
Not like
absolutely.
It's not
some days,
world.
Some days require much more of you.
Exactly.
Sure.
But I really had to evaluate that and just look at what have I done today that I love and see how that goes over to the rest of my time.
I love that. I love that, man. I think that's a very, very positive trick and habit that we can invest in our life. There's one that I've picked up on that these questions have kind of really brought to my life. This is a pretty common trick, but you write down all the things that you have to get done for the day or things that you want to get done. So we have things within our job you got to have, but even like, hey, I want to play with my boys tonight.
Yeah.
You write it down, and then you go through the list and you prioritize it.
Yep.
1 through 6. I try to keep it to 6 items, 1 through 6. Whatever the first thing is, number 1, man, nothing else happens till that number 1 thing gets done.
Yep.
I prioritize that. That's most important right now. And there's things that can filter and flexibility can happen, but I'm like writing those 6 things down, prioritizing their importance throughout the day, and man, just checking it off the best I can.
Yeah.
But man, we got to fight for it.
Yeah.
We only get today. We're going to celebrate the day, man, but we're going to get to choose how we spend our time.
Sure.
Now, some things are required of us for sure, but some things maybe we're doing that we shouldn't be. They ain't giving us the return that we need in our life. And then we also need to analyze, man, what gives us the greatest reward? So I think we ask ourselves those 3 questions, man, we're going to see some killer life change. We're going to see some incredible days, some masterpieces getting made.
Yeah.
And overall, man, our priorities will help us shape who we are becoming and who we're going to be.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it creates a healthy lifestyle. It creates a healthy family, because as we were talking here, talking about time is priceless.
Yeah.
Right. We budget our money, yet we never budget our time.
Mm-hmm.
We never prioritize it and go, man,
Absolutely.
I'm going to put this much here, this much here, this much here. And I think that is whenever it becomes life-changing that you see, whoa, this really works. Just like with budgeting, even though, man, I don't like budgeting. I like spending on a lot of stuff.
That's right.
I don't like it.
Yes, man.
But whenever I see that it's working, I go, whoa, I want to do that.
Right.
Absolutely. So,
absolutely.
I want to encourage y'all with that too. Man, budget your time, prioritize your time, and see your life change, and see that mindset change in your day with your time.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys next time.